Hi viewers, welcome back again to the channel Relationship and Marriage. And this is where we bring to you topics on relationship and even in marriage, and we also bring to you videos that touches on relationship and even in marriage. Today we have a wonderful panel that is going to discuss one of the things that is affecting the society in our country and even outside our country. And this is a topic whereby we have encountered people struggling with it, people actually struggling with, what can we call it, being neglected because they are in these groups. And now today we want to find out what makes a person to join these groups and what are the remedies or what are the solutions. How can we help our young people from entering these groups and from getting engaged in these groups? And those who are in the groups, how can they come out of them? Because in our African society, this is something that is actually what do you call the word? Abomination. And therefore, we need to discuss and find solutions, because slowly by slowly, it is entering in our country, it is entering in our cities, it is entering in our villages, and we really need to know how to stop it or how to remove those people who are already engaged out of the groups. And these groups are none other than gayism and lesbian in our secondary schools and in our colleges. And therefore we have a panel of students in the colleges and also some of them who have left secondary schools and some of them who completed the secondary schools and they are in the job hunting market, and we're going to discuss with them and we find out how does someone join gayism and even lesbians, and what are the reasons that makes one to be in these groups. So karibu sana, and I'll start by inviting the panel so that they can introduce themselves and then we enter into the discussion. So we will start from the far end, that guy there. Karibu sana.
What's up guys? Saseni, my name is Moses Githaiga. I'm a student there at Kiambu Institute. Nafanya electrical engineering. Karibuni sana. Let's talk.
Hello guys, I'm Philista Owens, but I prefer AG Filiski. So I'm a student at Technical University of Kenya, an electrical engineer. Let's talk.
Hello guys, my name is Jacqueline Mukami Mereti, current Secretary General Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology, and let's involve ourselves in this talk.
How are you guys? My name is Margaret Ongari Muriu. I'm a student at Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology. Yeah, pursuing diploma in sales and marketing. Tuonge.
Yes. Na sasa tuonge. Hello guys, my name is Steve and I'm an ICT student in Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology. Yeah, we're here to talk about a very sensitive topic.
Hello guys, I am Linet Ogoa, Miss Ghetto, Madare, Miss Ghetto, Kenya, and I'm from Shofco. I'm a mental health ambassador from Shofco, from Madare, and I'm very happy today. Let's talk.
Hello guys, my name is Roy Karia, former KISA president and also former student leader, and I'm happy to be in this section, and let us talk. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, what up guys? I'm Franklin Mutelia, the current Assistant Minister of Information and Social Affairs, Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology. Welcome to Jibonge. Thank you.
Yo, and I'm Joshua Fula. Or you can go call me Freedom 254. Yeah, stay tuned.
Karibuni sana. I love what they are saying. Let's talk. And therefore let us join hands and talk. And we'll start by asking, why do people join these groups? Why does someone decide to become a lesbian or a gay? Why does someone decide to join gayism or lesbian? And I think we will start with that guy who started us and tell us, why do people join these groups? It's an open discussion whereby you can say anything,
Yeah.
so that we can help the people who are there outside.
Okay, yeah. So mine, I won't be using the official languages. Nitakuwa na bonga na hii.
It's okay.
In language yetu tu kama youths. So basically what I think kitu yenye mimi naona huchangia my youths kuingia kwa gayism na lesbianism. Unajua wasee ukapitia. Kuna some of us, kuna unapata msee your dad aliishi kupiga madhe. So by the time yenye una grow unakuwa na unaona tu ma boys ni watu wa ujinga. So you don't want to involve yourself with any guy. So unaenda unakuwa gay, unakuwa ni gay ama mama dem ni aje ni lesbian. Yeah, unakuwa lesbian. Yeah. So tukaa hiyo maboy na wao maboy sijui ni nini na wavutanga lakini ni sawa. Hiyo sitaongea kwa saa hii.
So one of the reason is domestic violence.
Yeah,
in the homes.
Yeah.
And this girl finds that all men are like they fight. She doesn't want to be associated with men.
Yeah, sure.
And she ends up becoming a lesbian.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do you agree with him, AJ?
Yeah.
Do you agree with?
Yeah. It's. Inaweza. Yeah, inaweza. Lakini. Personally for me. Maida actually hata mimi pengine ningekuwa lesbian deadly sana. Lakini I don't want that for me. I want to have my kids one day.
Yeah.
So for me kwangu imekuwa ni upbringing.
So what made you join at that time you were?
Okay, mimi upbringing. Me I'm brought up as a boy. Like let me say parents pia wanachangia hii kitu. You see my mom left and when my mom left, mpaka sahi me I don't know how motherly love inaweza kuwa. I don't know. So yeah, me I understand men more than ladies.
Okay.
Yeah. So venye mother alienda nikabaki na father. So father ameni bring up venye yeye alikuwa brought up.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me say I'm a tomboy. Me I'm brought up like a boy. I'm boyish. So right now 95%, pengine 5% ni dem. Yeah, and it may affect vitu mingi sana. So being brought up nilikuwa nakaa na maboy. I'm doing things with boys. Hata mpaka sahi ndio maana it's very hard for me nikikaa na dem. It takes ni ngumu sana. And nikipata ude mmoja I see that person like a sis. Like let me say like Lynette over here.
Okay.
She's my friend. Lakini siwezi friend zone. Siwezi mweka hiyo friend zone. She's like my sister right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the contributing factor ni parents.
Yeah,
they
parents
bring
pia wanachangia upbringing.
So what happened to your mom so that she can run away?
Mama alipata greener pastures. Mimi siwezi mlaumu. Ukipata pali pazuri enda, kuna shida.
Okay.
Yeah, na sina grudge. Hata kirudi saa mimi sina shida.
All right.
Yeah, but
okay.
Yeah,
so she was going for somewhere?
Yeah, she went somewhere green. I hope wherever she is akopoa na ateseki akopoa tu.
All right.
Yeah, kwenda kwake mimi affect sana. Yeah, like mimi kuvaa skirt mimi siwezi vaa skirt. For real, mimi siwezi vaa skirt. Kukua tu girlish, it's not my thing.
All right. So one of the contributing factor is just like Mose had said, it is violence at home. Parents leave each other and the children are left with one parent.
Yeah. The same way to boys pia. Akibaki na mother. So you know that mother can bring up ajui boy ni nini nafaa kumfunza nini. So anakuwa anaanza kuvaa. Anaona hizi vitu za mother anafanya, anapaka lipstick, anafanya nini. They look good. Let me try.
Okay.
So inakuja anakuwa girlish. Then that's it.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, na pia adding on that, pia design yenye unakuwa brought up huchangia sana. Kujua ukiwa kaa Raima unasikia maboys wamekwambia kijana anakaanga dem. Ai, cheki moves. Huu ni dem. Au kijana cheki.
The environment.
Yeah, cheki
the environment. And the people surrounding you.
Yeah, huu ni dem. Ukienda high school, ukikimbia unasikia ni dem, huyu ni dem. Design anakimbia huu ni dem. Cheki haga ni dem.
Oh my God. I think that is also, I think you are right. It's a contributing factor because I remember there is this boy who was somewhere, and this guy used to be called Shiro.
Wow.
And I asked him one time, why do people call you Shiro? And he told me, I find them calling me Shiro. And he had all the behaviors of a girl, including raising the hands. And in the long run, he joined gazing. It was a big case. But now when you talk about like that people can make you to be who you are not.
You
Yeah,
start.
By their comments,
You start believing that I'm sure I'm a
there is something wrong with me,
so
the way
pia
I am.
wewe unaanza kushift like hata kama ulikuwa una walk design ni kama dem sasa una shift unataka kuactualize watu waone na yenyewe mimi ni dem kabisa. Ukifika ni kubonga ukipata beards waseka sisi ukipata beards unapata hadi unataka kuzichapa waxing ili ubaki kuwa ka dem. Hadi kuna wengine unapatanga kwa hizi base za nini za nails unapata jamaa wameshine hizi amepakwa ka staff zishine unaona. So hii time nyingine unajua pia anataka baby girl treatment. Ukishapiga hivyo ruku sasa unaanza kuexpect baby girl treatment na wewe ni kijana. So the moment that tuseme nitumie nani hapa, the moment that jamaa kama Steve atakuja hapa nistue na nishapiga ruku nini unaona na watu wanasema wewe ni dem kwambie and by the way unakanga fiti
And let me ask you more. This comment from people because I want to come to the root cause. Why do people have to comment? Because I remember that guy, I talked with the mother. And the mother said that when this guy was growing up, when she was expecting this boy, she thought that she's expecting a girl. And she could do all things that a mother does when you know you are expecting a girl. So when she gave birth to this boy, I think your mentality, I think this kid was affected even when he was in the stomach.
Yeah.
So alikuwa akiwa treated like a girl. Like you are saying, the words, the treatment, the kneeling, and this guy just behaved like a girl. Learning the way girls run, consciously,
so
hands, and you know, he ended up.
So we can conclude that how you are raised na pia wasi wenye wanakusurround, how they will be influencing you like
especially you see when ukipeleka your boy akiwa mdogo in a boys school peke yake huyu inamuaffect na unajua at a young age let the children interact ajua kuna panga na wasichana so unapeleka your child kwa it's only a boys school aoni wasichana hata atazoeana na wanaume it's also affecting people
taking the children in boarding schools when they are very young
and you know even in high school like mimi nimesomea Meru and actually my principal kila weekendi ama tungepita like month tungekuwa na event whereby we interact with male msikuwa mnaka madem peke yenu
because you think the world belongs to women peke yao. Okay. So I wanted us to go through the reasons, all of us, because we are going to look at what do people go through when they don't accept who they are. Like for example, I'm a woman and I want to be a man. What are the challenges? So that people who are outside there, we want them to benefit from this discussion. Sure. So we go to Wangari. Maybe some of the courses, we have discussed a few with these three.
For me, naweza sema zingine zinakuanga pia pressure. Ukiingia high school, form 1. Kwanza high school yetu yenye nilisomea, mimi nikiwa fresh first year form 1 mono hiyo jina ukiingia kwa ulikuwa unapewa mom school mwenye atakuangalia like atakuonyesha
I also remember that
sasa huyo mother guide that one so utapata amekukaribisha vizuri.
Na ako higher than you.
Either ako form 2, form 3, form 4 hivyo. Wengi walikuwa form 3. So ulikuwa unapata hadi umefeel amekuwelcome vizuri. The love unaona kidogo kidogo. Mnaanza kuwa close, anaanza kukukatia like vitu kama hizo. So unapata unafeel juu uko shule, uko boarding school, patani na wanaume kila siku kama ni jioni, anaenda na kuhug, mnaongea, anakwambia I love you, na unasema I love you too. Innocently, ile tu. So in between unaanza kufeel relationship kanaanza kudevelop. So high school mara mingi unapatanga watu huingia wakiwa innocent, hata hawajui. Mimi hata sikuwaijua lesbianism nikiwa primary school juu Julia high school juu nilikatiwa mara kadhaa.
Na those
wasichana anakuja na kuapproach. Anakuapproach vizuri. So usipokuwa careful high school peer pressure. Hiyo nayo unapatanga. Na wengine pia wakitoka high school wanaachanga hizo vitu. Kuna wenye mabeshte wangu walikuanga lesbian wakiwa high school. Vile walitoka wakapata mimba na wakaolewa na wakaacha hizo vitu. So ilikuwa tu hiyo pia.
I understand you and that because this is a person who is senior than you. One thing, when you are mono, you are fearing the senior girls. And therefore some of these things you do out of fear and out of the respect. Let us call it respect in quotes. Yeah, this girl who is higher than you, who is treating you nicely, who is so good to you. Okay. You know, I am a parent, and sometimes it's very good to sit with the young people because some of these things you are saying, I never thought, even when my children were in school. So it is a warning to those parents that are listening to us that some of these things can happen. Like Jacqueline there has said, taking a boy to a boarding school that has only boys, and a girl to boarding school that has only girls. These two have also contributed. Wangari has talked about peer pressure. Those mothers, I also had a mother, but fortunately she never approached me. She was in Form 6 when I was in Form 1. Those days they were Form 5 and 6. So I see. Steve, tell us.
My view on that is that watu wengi unapata wameatbreakiwa sana. Unapata huyu msee labda you've been dating umekuwa ukidate boy ndio, lakini maybe huyu kijana amekuwa break, unaenda kwa huyu, anakuwa break, unaenda kwa huyu. Labda tu unakaa chini unajaribu kufikiria, unaona maybe I can try. Hata unasikia mtu anasema sasa I don't do men like venye tu nimeatbreakiwa na wanaume naona ni kama hawanielewi. Get because ni kama hawaelewi mambo mingi ya wasichana. Maybe if I try a girl, a girl can understand me better. Get
than these men who are jokers.
Yes.
Because I'm sorry because we have
not really
here. They are guys who are jokers. That they will pray with Jacqueline today. They pray with Wangari tomorrow. They pray with Jay the next day. And all these girls, you don't have anywhere in your heart about them. You are just praying around with them. But it happens.
But not really jokers. You know the problem with many girls, they don't understand. Mtu anataka umpe 100% attention, like tu kila time unashinda na. When you try to explain to this girl, ataki kuelewa. You get? So watu wengi wao hata si ni jokers.
Let me tell you widely, usifanye ni like let me tell you, hakuna ati time nini. Do you know mimi I've ever dated mwenye ananiambia ati anakuanga busy ni wa medicine. Mnakuanga busy sijui kuanzia mko na classes hadi saa 6 usiku. Mnasema ni busy. No. Ukienda hivi there's a time nilienda unampata hakuna dem. So unashanga what are they busy? Na hata kitu yenye wanafanya let me tell you. No. By the way,
let me contribute. If this guy is really serious about this girl, and you are committed to this relationship
Yes.
and to this love story.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand why
Eh?
you should talk about dating multiple. Multiple it's even more time than single.
Yes.
Let me talk. Yes.
Yeah, talk.
So
These men are good, but you
No.
Kidogo kuna hii time yenye anakatia dem anakuanga na time saa yote hiyo time akuangi busy but the minute dem ameingia box and stuff ameleka hakuna hapo ndo time hapo ndo kazi inaingilia unakuwa busy kuingilia unaona kama uko ready kwa kuingia kwa relationship unafaa ujue you have to invest on it.
Yes,
ulikuwa na hiyo kazi hata ukimkatia.
Speaking of time.
Ndio maana upo so that atafute chenye michezo.
Lakini kazi alikuwa na hiyo kazi.
Ndio maana hapo atafute chenye michezo. Sasa
Speaking of
wewe.
time, some of us we only want 1%. 0.5.
Nikuulize swali.
Lakini you don't want to give us.
Nikuulize.
What do you want?
Yes, unaona vile amesema. Wewe ni kama sahi sasa uniambie mimi eti yes tumeanza hiyo like eti unasema eti relationship but hiyo time unajua inaambiangwa hata unajua kuna wakati wa kila kitu unaona hadi kuna kama paka kuna wakati labda itaenda ipatana na the female and the male lakini kuna wakati itatoka hapo ndio ende ikatafute kachakura ndio ikuje kupatia so unaona hiyo mambo eti unasema eti utaenda unipate na mwingine to some extent
maybe tunafanya business.
Yeah. Alafu unapata kama mimi na Mose hapa ndio Mose ndio Steve.
Okay, nani let's finish this like wacha tumalizie hii story aje. Nyinyi mkuange busy. Pia sisi tukuange busy ama ni aje? Kila mtu akuange busy. Umejua sisi tukiamua kukuwa busy. Nani atakuwa busy?
Intervene.
That what you
Not have a family.
No, who wants a family right now?
Unajua wewe you are like time yako unajua utaikompea na yangu biologically.
Aje?
Yes.
How?
Sure.
My time and your time.
Men are very busy.
Hiyo ni kitambo. Men were busy before. Men were busy before. Men were busy. Our fathers were busy.
They are working now.
Na hiyo ndio inatusumbua.
Nikuulize
50-50. Hiyo
we are coming out of the topic.
Yeah, out.
So let me say, these guys will never accept they are wrong.
Yeah.
Not really.
That is what I know. But as a woman, I would say every relationship, because I am a woman, I will support the girls.
Yes.
Every relationship needs time. You invest time on it, and you'll find actually when you enter into marriage, if you don't invest time in marriage, it will not last. It will not last.
Yes.
So you'll be having this woman is my wife today. Tomorrow, this is my wife. The next day, this is my wife.
Yes.
And I'm not just talking to the boys alone, Steve. I'm also talking to the girls.
Yes.
You have to invest time on that marriage, on that relationship. Time is very, very important. And therefore, Steve,
maybe I can ask this question before we move from that.
I don't want us to discuss that more because to come out of the topic, we will not discuss everything.
Sure.
But I want to say that is one of the contributing factors because I remember we discussed with another group and that came out. That when you date someone and he goes dating multiple women, these girls feel that there are no men who are serious. And therefore, they go and look for women, thinking that these women would be serious. And I think the same case applies to men.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe these ladies go and get sponsors, and they don't want to associate themselves with the men who have no money. And it reaches a time when men think, these girls just want money, they don't want me. I better take a man. So that can also be a contributing factor in gay men.
Na wengi wao wanataka pesa wasichana.
By the way,
Exactly.
Sasa unapiga hesabu
Unaona huna pesa.
Everyone wants money.
Mosi ataniitisha pesa.
Everyone wants money.
Wewe tunatengeneza.
Everyone wants money.
Kama ni maji hapa anakuja na
Everyone wants money.
nataka
By the way,
ika kitu inatengenezwa.
Everyone wants money. Let me tell you. Everyone wants money. Not everyone.
Not everyone.
Let me tell you, according to me, kila mtu
Let us
anataka
control.
pesa.
Let us control.
Even
the debate.
hatutaki mingi. There's a difference with mingi.
Let us control the
Lakini
debate.
sasa
Tuende kwa reasons. Reasons why people become
Yeah.
lesbians and gaysism, so that we can discuss solutions. Because when we discuss a lot about outside, we will get a day when we will discuss about the relationships.
Okay.
So, Renette.
Oh, for me, I think I don't think ni poverty ama ile ni tuaji. Plus
poverty can be a
poverty
factor. True.
nini wazazi unamletea boyfriend yako wa kwanza. Huyu nilimuona na jaba. Unaachana na huyo. Wa pili for real. Mimi naongelelea kitu yenye mimi naona. Wa pili. I'm talking about my friend.
Yeah.
Wa pili unaletea mtu mzazi unamletea boyfriend so umeamua kusettle. Hataki huyo. Haya umemletea sijui msapere, sijui nini ati hao watu wanakuanga hivi wananyonganga watu. Umemletea mzungu basi. Pana ataenda nawe majuu ati sijui akunyonga ama sijui I don't know. So now una lose interest. Unaona mtu mamako ama wazazi wako akikata hiyo nini yako like wenye unapenda alafu una lose interest unasema basi nikange tu na madem. Kama hataki ni date huyu, hataki huyu. Si mimi dating tu madem letange madem juu anakubali madem basi.
Okay.
Ni hivyo
That is
tu
another
nasema
contributing
unadeaje.
factor, and the parents should run.
Yeah.
That when you have brought a person, it's not about what he has, ama who he is. It's about these young people building themselves together. Even us, even those parents of yours, if you ask them, they started hapo chini. Hakuna mzazi ati alianza huko juu unless the parents were rich.
Yeah.
Most 80% of the parents start from the ground. And therefore, you allow your child to start from there and they build themselves.
They build themselves.
Another thing you have talked about is about poverty. I remember in one case we are handling about gazing. One of the boys, a Form 1 boy, said that he had no food. Hakuwa na chakula, hakuwa na anything to eat. And this guy who was working approached him and told him, I will take you out to buy you chips, to buy you soda, to buy you chicken. And this boy, a small boy, a class 8 boy, he had no will or power to refuse. Because after all, hana chakula, hana nguo. Actually, he was telling us some of the money he was given, alinunua viatu, akanunua chakula. So poverty is one of the contributing factors. Then we go to Lloyd.
Okay, mine. I have just 2 points. The reasons. One of the main reasons I think has contributed to gayism and lesbian is about the family being a single parent or a single dad or
Just
single
like
mother.
she said,
And that is, I think, is very mean because you see, in a family setup, ukipata mama kama ni amelea vijana, anaambia unapata huyo mzee atakujangi kwa nyumba. Nasema mzee ni umpo hata wakaangi huko. So that child is akikuwa anajua wale wanaume. So that's bringing up in a contribute a lot. So in affect even the ata grow akijua wale wanaume. So hata enda kwa gender. So nini yake itakuwa lineage ya natafuta women nini. So hiyo imekuwa ni one of the cases. Secondly, I think about our system of education has really failed us. Because the way it is built. Kwa high school, me I was brought up in nilienda shule ya high school. Huko unaikuwa hadi mafuta kwa nini? Juu tunakaa almost kitu kama 1 month. Huko ni kama jera. Unapata hata umeonangi hakuna any unaona interaction.
Yeah.
Sisi letu ngana mademo akikuja hivi wanakaa kama unajua kama nini na ng'ombe hivi zinatafuta I think generally saying is about the way the high school mostly I talk of high school because I saw it happening and I was just surprised because even the head teacher, even the teachers could see it. Even the lecturers when you are passing there, tuseme ni lecturer amekuja akikuja kama ni internship amekuja training, you can see even the boys looking through the window.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Yeah. So that kind
And
of
teaching practice.
yeah,
Teachers.
Yeah, teachers.
So
that kind of the system of education has really failed us because
so people should be around to
yeah,
interact.
because when you were in primary school, I saw you are sitting with girls. And you could really interact and read and there is nothing could happen. But in high school, it was really
you are
nice.
separated. You go
Yes.
to your own school.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I think,
another contributing factor.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Frank.
Okay, to my case, allow me say this, to some extent, also, let me say, religion to some extent,
The
church inafanya people to dance in such activities because unapata, like, sema kama umeenda pale kanisa, unajua kuna ile sasa, like, unapata most of the youth, unaenda unaambiwa mara, hao watu, tunaambiwa, sijui mambo na wasichana, sijui achana nayo, mambo na wavulana, achana nayo. So, like, and ukienda hivi, probably, unaenda probably in a, like, tuseme, you're interacting, sindio? Na mara kuna mahali hadi, tuseme, tuseme, kuna mahali umeenda tukapatana na Magi, hadi we are talking, and then, unapata, in that case, kuna ule, labda yule mama wa kanisa hapo ama mzee wa kanisa hapo amekuja amekuja akasema niliona kijana fulani ama hata anaenda anaanza eti wako pale kwa meeting ka wazee hapo kwa baraza wanasema mtoto wa nani hapana sisi aende mzuri hata anaanza kukuitia watu wengine wakuja kwa advice. So unapata that in that extent utakao ukisema mimi eti nikienda pale kwa village yetu tukionekana na mtu fulani hapana. So like unajua your mentor like utajua hapa nikipatikana mtu itakuwa no but nikienda tukipata na roho hapo hivyo tutasalimiana hakuna mtu atakuuliza. So unapata that by the in fact kanisa imecontribute sana because hii nasema even out of like kuona mimi mwenyewe venye na hapa mtu anakuambia like hata ukienda kuongelesha mtu unamuuliza for example like joking unamuuliza by the way like si ebu mara unaweza kuwa na girlfriend nasikia mtu anakuambia mimi hapana mimi nimeokoka sijui nini na alafu unapata mimi nakuja nakwambia hata mimi si eti hata mimi nimeokoka si eti sijaokoka but unamuelezea like kuokoka hakuna mahali interaction inaingiliana kuokoka we should live together. Unapata mtu akwambia hapana mimi nangojea miaka 30 igoge ndio nikuwe na mtu alafu namwambia sijamaanisha hivyo you are not understanding. No mtu kabisa anakataa nakwambia mimi sijui eti hivi na hivi ndivyo hata tunaambiwa. So like unapata mtu kama huyo like it take by the way time na ku accept that si eti tunakuwa na ile limitation interact na watu but kanisa ikiingilia hapo eti unaambiwa eti huyu mtu ni mbaya utagrow by the way in that dimension. So mara unaona vijana hapo ndipo unafurahi because even I have a friend mtu anakuja anakuambia kama ile tu mnainteract na wasee hivi mbogi eti uko like hebu tuambie ka story kidogo kuhusu hivi. So unangoja kuna pasa ataongelea alafu namuuliza by the way wewe ndio atujua hata kale yani ule mtu mnainteracting na of the opposite gender. Unaona yenyewe mtu yani ana feel hadi shehe kuambia mimi eti na ukiongea hivyo kwanza unasikia hata akwambia hebu change topic tuende mahali kwingine. So unapata that akiendelea hivyo anajua hapa vijana ndio nimezoea labda demo anajua mimi nimezoea pale eti mimi kagal toto hapo hivyo mimi nika cool kids mimi sina maneno mengi. So ukilelewa hivyo na unajua like church ni kitu yani secular concept kuna wakati itaisha utaendelea ukue hivyo so hata kuna time itafikanga utaona the positive the positivities of like uone hii kitu ni kama like nothing exists like relationship but because mtu kama unaweza pata hata nakwambia mimi siaminingi mambo mnaitanga relationship.
So in other words the church discourages the opposite sex from being together. And I think as an old person, maybe as a mother to all of you, I think the way we were brought up, even us who are saved now, we were brought up in such a way that kama vile unasema mama kanisa akikuona na a man somewhere, it's not about relationships. You know, there is a difference between being together and building each other in mind and in spiritually And there is a difference between having a relationship and you are engaging in sex outside marriage.
Yeah.
Because what I think is the church does not like is sex outside marriage.
Yeah.
Because it can lead to so many things. Frustration, getting a child when you are not prepared, and even sickness. So maybe the church discourages sex outside marriage, but not relationship. But it's like now the women in the church think that when they see a lady and a woman together, it is just about sex.
Kwa mafikira yao by the way.
Yeah, it's not about relationship, it's about sex. And by the way, hata mimi, let me tell you the truth. Initially, I could see, you know, young people hug. Wakikutana wana hug. So I could wonder, what are these ones doing? You know, because the way you have been socialized and brought up. But now, when I interact with these people, I don't even see a big deal at a hug because I know maybe there is nothing. It's just a hug to greet each other. So I think what you are saying is true. Society. Society. Let us talk about society. They really discourage young people from dating. And when someone becomes a high schooler, I mean a college guy, this is the time you get to know people and you want to know people and the person you want to be, your future. You cannot just take someone like our mothers used to tell us that ulikuwa unachukuliwa by force, unapelekwa kwa mtu, ukilala siku moja umeoleka. Nowadays things are very different. You have to run this person you are to stay with for the rest of your life.
Then mwalimu, like the church venye huyu amesema, like mimi imeniletea madhara sana. I don't know, sisi tunafanya mimi and Phil and the team tunafanya, I do modeling, we do bikini, si unaget, we do bikini. Alafu unapata tulikuwa by the sisi tulikuwa tunaenda church, tulikuwa youth members, tulikuwa di choir. Then unapata like msee ataona event yako, sisi tuna interact na watu wa bangi usiku nini unatembea na watu unapata huyu mtoto anania na kuanga mbaya, unaona hadi picha zake social media, unaona venye so umejua na kudiscourage. Alafu mtu mwenye amesema hivyo ni unapata anafunganga kitambaa CWA, amefunga sijui kitambaa nini kila siku kwa kanisa. So umejua unakuwa like mimi nilikuwa discouraged hadi siwezi imba, unaona hata nikaenda hadi church ya president worship. Then kuna time like siwezi imba juu na feel mimi uva vibaya, mimi uva vibaya, like mimi uka vibaya kabisa, like kuvaa kufanya nini. Yes, nikiacha hiyo job it's obvious hata nipatia job, unaona. Sasa ndio alafu niingie kwa crime nikuwe sasa pia mimi naibianga wase, bado hiyo bado ni mbaya. I don't know wase wanataka nini totally.
Let us talk to the church people here, because there is a way you can talk to a person, like you are saying, you can talk to a person and bring them to do the right thing without rebuking. Because I think today, and the sermon of today was about the way we rebuke and put off people and finish with them. We don't even give them time to grow. Because like in the Bible, I remember it is Corinthians, one of the books in the Bible, talks about there is a stage of milk where you are supposed to be fed with milk. And as you grow, you change from milk to hard food, and then you become a grown-up. Even in the spiritual world, it's like that. When you get saved, you are a young person drinking milk. And you should be taken pore until you grow and understand that in God's kingdom, He can supply to you even without necessarily doing this and this. Unaona? But you have to be taken slowly and slowly and know all these steps. So I think that is Ofura. You have any reason why people join gayism and lesbian?
According to me, it's maybe lack of job.
Lack of job.
Yeah.
Poverty, actually. We talked about
because
poverty.
unaweza pata a youth like me nikishamaliza shule hivi.
Huna job.
Yeah, sina job. Then nasikia ngati yeye mtu akijoin au gezi muona analipwa end month. Wanalipwa. Siku hizo wanalipwa.
Wanalipwa?
Yeah. So ukisikia tu ati
you are literally, there is, let me understand this, Joshua. There is a group of these people, LGBTQ, that pays you to join them.
Yeah. You get your salary.
A lot of
They use
money.
you.
Na si pesa kidogo.
A lot of
Job.
money.
Ah,
A good man.
Ni kama ukiingia Illuminati si kitu kadogo.
Yes.
Some zoo.
Wow. And
So,
really Joshua.
ukishaona ati mimi nimeweza shule na sina
hakuna
job
job.
na nikiingia huko naweza pata maybe salary end month. Na pia si job ingine ya una sweat sana.
Kuna job.
Ndio. Sasa mimi itabidi nimeingia.
Yeah.
Nimeingia tu.
Yeah.
Juu pesa kwa unalipa. Unapatana maybe wanalipata kama ni 70,000.
Yeah.
70.
Kupeana
Na unalipa
kwa
kufanya nini? Just doing the
They use you. Si wanakutumia wewe. Kunanga cha bure. Yeah.
Okay, then I want to say, okay, that can be very, very enticing to young people. I remember one time I want to talk about now the payment and the disadvantages, because all of us will contribute to the solutions. I remember one time there is this young man who was called Jogona, and I was the class teacher to Jogona, and Jogona, I think the parents moved from Gara, wakaenda Githurai. So Jogona was left in Gara. And Jogona had all the money that a person can. Actually, he could come with a lot of money. And then one day, akaniuliza ruhusa aende hospitali. So when he came back, I wanted to get the letter from the doctor to show that he was in hospital. So he gave me. Na nikasoma, nikaona akona hizi magonjwa. Na ni kama he cannot control kuenda choo. He could not control because when you are used by these people, unafunga diaper. Unafunga diaper. There will be a stage utafunga diaper because you cannot control your system. So this guy came and he was so withdrawn. Maybe we can concentrate a bit. He was so withdrawn until I asked him what is going on. Noah is laughing. So the guy, I asked him what is happening, and he told me, I have a man whom I stay with in the house. Unaona, alikuwa na mwanaume anakaa na yeye na anampe pesa na anamprovidea na anafanya hizo vitu zote mnasema. So me, I called the parents. Nikaambia, why did you leave your son at Gara with a grown-up man who is working? But it was too late because this guy could not control going to the toilet. So unaanza kufungwa diaper. Now you know now, umeharibika kabisa. Umeharibika kabisa. Hata Ofura know that we had cases last year. I think you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
This case, and let me tell you young people, money is not everything. I want to say that because I think I am your mother now. This guy joined your group. It happened that these people, I don't want to say a lot because Ofura is here and he knows the people. This one of the people was HIV positive. And they joined a group of about 5. And they were doing those things in the toilet, in the school toilet. And I asked this guy who was HIV positive, why are you doing this to young people, to these people, and they don't know you are sick? Why are you distributing this disease to these young boys and they don't know you are sick? Akaniambia, teacher, I cannot tell them. And they made me to join the group. Unaona? So these guys, their parents came because it was a big case. And I was involved because they were in CU and I am the CU patron. So their parents came. I could not dare tell these mothers that hao watoto wenyu wamekuwa wakilala na this boy who is HIV because those mothers will die. So they left having not known that their boys, the person they were engaging with, was HIV positive. What am I saying? Even though there is a lot of money in this world, because I know it's a lot, like Ofura is saying, it is being distributed to join the devil worshipping and to join LGBTQ. But I want to tell you, the devil has nothing for free. Whatever you get from him, you will pay dearly, either with your life or I don't know. what I can say. But I want to tell you, whether you get a lot of money, there are consequences to these things that you do. You see, there will be a time you will not be able to go to the toilet, unafungwa diaper. There will be a time you will not be able to interact freely because you become withdrawn. Like that boy was withdrawn. You know, you cannot interact with other people because you know what is happening to your life. Unaona? So you become withdrawn, you become so lonely. So it's good sometimes to work hard, like we always say, and you pray that everything you do, God blesses it. I know poverty is the worst thing, because in the Bible we see 2 women eating their children because of poverty and hunger. And they planned to eat their children. So you see that? So poverty can be the worst enemy of the world. And we are talking to people who listen to us, and maybe who control the economy of the nations and in the country. We want to tell you, because some of you are religious people, they are Christians. All of us proclaim to be Christians, isn't it? So it is very important to know what you can do with the young people. Because the minute these young people go bankrupt, they have no money, they have no food, they are exposed to all sorts of things, and they can engage in them. So kindly, can we say the solutions very quickly, because I see this video being 1 hour now.
Before we say the solution, you've talked about money, and you've addressed the church. I think I'm going to address the parents.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes, your kid ameingia college. You don't care anakula nini, analala aje. Umemwachilia tu. And then this person finds someone who's giving them 70,000 just for sleeping with them. They just give in.
Oh God,
And there's nothing we'll do. So wewe mwenyewe ufuatilie maisha ya mtoto wako. So I think the problem,
pocket money.
you don't even call them to. And me, when I talk mostly on boy child. Wanaachilia yangu like, ushafika college.
Walai, hiyo ni kweli.
Ujitafutie.
Jitafutie. So nikipata someone big ananipea 70,000. Ama the same happens to the girls and your baba. You're not providing for me, and when I move in with the old guy who's providing and giving me everything, and then you say money is not everything. It can't work.
By the poverty contribute to 80% of the issues.
So we are telling the parents to provide for their
Check on
children.
your children, provide for them.
Talk
to them, and then when you find your child is stuck, usikuje na sijui unamchapa.
You get to understand them.
Understand, talk to them. Wapeleke therapist and all that. Be the bigger person. Usikuje na mateke na everything. You won't solve it. Hauta solve kitu.
I'm running around.
Mwalimu, nini venye huyo kucheck, like unapata hata pia wanaanza au men sana wanaanza kusumbuka mentally. Mtu anachanganikiwa na kwa depressed, alafu unapata hadi mboys akirepiwa aende hata kwa police station, unapata wao wenyewe wanamchekelea ati mwanamke. Unajua men wanakuwa raped. Unafungwa tu unarepiwa na watu wengine hata ujui. Alafu unaenda kwa police station, alafu mtu anakuambia mwanaume mkubwa wewe utarepiwa aje. Alafu huyo mtu anakuwa bitter. Unapata wengine hadi wanaanza kuchukia madem. They raped me, alafu nikaenda then wakasema sijui nini. Unasumbua mtu like mentally. Anakuwa hata unaweza pata mtu alikuwa tu sawa akakuwa mwenda wazimu. Anaanza kukula watu, kuna wenye sijui anaanza kukula tu watu, anaanza sijui kufanya nini. Yaani vitu tu zina happen.
Because of the fact that people are not treating you well. The society.
I think the African society is so
Then the other thing, I think a reason is about even the government policy. Even, I think last month we saw even the Uganda passing a bill in parliament. It's illegal to be found as a lesbian in Uganda. You can be found that you can be killed. Seven put it as a wrong.
He was clear.
But in Kenya, we are government.
They are negotiating.
We are somebody. Sasa government akisema, unasikia president anasema hivi.
They have no stand.
So there is no stand in the government. So the policies that they make, those people, like you see in Uganda, the ambassador to US alikuwa anasema hizo vitu Uganda amefanya, watapata hizo donation na nini. But Museveni stood firm. Akasema
We will
if you are
not do
found,
that.
I remember there is something that was trending. Museveni said, I will close 2 girls in the one room. If they are pregnant, I will release it to you. Kama kitakuwa pregnant is okay.
2 girls.
2 girls.
Uh-huh.
Atakubali hiyo gazing na nini kwa nini yake.
In other words, we are challenging our government.
Yes, the government should be
And
serious.
our government is full of Christians.
Yeah. You're saying you're Christian, but you're allowing it in another way. Because
Exactly.
you're a politician. Me, I've been there. Even me, when you're going to... when you go, even if I want a girl, you want to tell him about imagining things that I cannot be able to achieve. Nitakupeleka wapi, sijui nitafanya nini na nini. That's how politicians are. Yeah. That's how politicians are. They say this
They
during
do
the
this.
day, yes. But during at the night, they are somewhere.
They are very different.
Because they are getting donations and a lot of money from those.
That is why they cannot stop.
So that's why it is.
We cannot have, in fact, the Biblia is very clear. You cannot be hot. You either be hot or cold. You cannot be lukewarm. That we are saying this. And if Museveni can just stop and say, and Museveni we have never heard Museveni is saved. And he has stood and said there is no gayism, there is no lesbian in his country. Why don't we stand in Kenya? And 80% of Kenya are Christians. That is a challenge from young people who are challenging the government. What are you doing to stop these things? And I love...
That is a thing that should not be negotiated at
Exactly.
any terms.
Even Muslims nilisikia ati they don't hawapatiani hizo nini za ufala. There was a Muslim mwenye alikuwa lesbian shule yetu. And hapo ndo nilisikia ati kumbe ukipatikana wewe ni lesbian unauliwa. Hakuna negotiation. Now sasa Christians.
Unasikia hao vijana, there was one who was a Muslim. And the mother came. Aliitwa shule. Alisema, I cannot talk about my son being a gay to the father. Atauliwa. He will be killed. So it is that serious in some religions. But here in Christianity, we just behave like we don't know there are things that are happening. Yeah.
We don't want them to be killed, but I guess that the government should
At
come
least
up with
strict warning.
or
Strict warning.
maybe a kind of prison that that looks like an isolated place.
Until they
Anawekwa peke yake for let's say for maybe 10 years alone, hakuna nini rights. Afterwards huyo msi atatoka kiwa na akili.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I think you guys are wonderful. Very, very wonderful. I have learned a lot. And I wish we can be having these discussions very, very often. Because some of the things I've heard here, I've never heard, by the way. And I am 50 plus years. It is an eye-opener to us as Christians, to the government, to the society, because we have discussed all that we are the ones who are encouraging these things, and we should take a step so that our society can be a good society to live in. Can we say bye-bye?
Bye.
Na serikali
Na wazazi pia.
na kanisa sana in bold tafadhali. Government don't think that.
So guys, let's meet next time.